Okay, so here's the gig on the story this week. I know I told you last time last week I should say, I'd kind of keep working to get the storyline out of me, kind of keep squeezing. And my heart is pounding. Okay, here is the message. Here's what I know about my story today that I really, really want to take the time and space to share with you. I can only tell you to do the things that I know to tell you to do because I've done them. I've been the athlete. I've lived the life where my pattern of being an athlete, all the behaviors, and this isn't limited to athletes, okay? Let's just use athlete as an example, like the lead character in a story or an archetype, okay? Bottom line is, anytime you're in a role, one specific dedicated role in this life, you are trained to live a certain way. And with that training comes behaviors, belief systems, organizational structures, patterns of patterns, and then repetitive processes. Okay, behaviors, belief systems, organizational structures, patterns, and repetitive processes. And then we just rinse and repeat over and over and over. So I've lived the life of the dancer. I've been trained to ignore my body to the degree that I would push through to make things in my life happen. And that pattern repeated itself in my professional life as a personal trainer. I pushed through till I was injured. I couldn't do that profession anymore anyways, not full time at least. And then I pushed through in terms of my marriage. That didn't happen, it failed. So the reason I can tell you what to do as an expert and a performance coach is because I've done all this. I've lived through the mistakes. I've completely screwed up my life to the degree that I had to say, wait a second. I have to become aware of what's happening. I've got to become aware of what's happening. And then there's this being piece. Who am I? I'm not dancing, so who am I? I'm not married anymore, so who am I? I'm not running a company anymore or running a family anymore. Like, it's these things that we've been doing for so long, we stop doing them, and our identity goes, I don't know how to be me without that. So there's awareness, there's being, and then you can check the patterns, these repetitive behaviors, belief systems, organizational structures, patterns, and repetitive processes. You can check them against your own self-awareness. Is this really me? Does this work for me? Is this what I want and who I am? Does it align? And that's where the next thing comes, and that's which is choice. So I've mentioned ESMC for the last few weeks, Eat, Sleep, Move, Connect, right? That's just the foundation. That's just the beginning, people. This is just the base beginning of Move Strong. That's digging out the ground before digging out the ground, digging down into the ground before you lay the foundation. And the foundation is what the building gets built on, right? So your self-care is foundational to your performance. True or false? Everybody's gonna say true. If you're not in one piece, you're not gonna do very well. Then, next to that is this 3-step process that again, the part I'm sharing of my story today is, I can tell you to do this because I developed it because I've done it, because I completely screwed up and failed and had to work on my awareness, step into my being of who I am, and then figure out how to make consistent choices from there. And that is the essence of Move Strong after the foundational work, is the ABCs of human performance, of personal growth, of stepping into who you are. So, I know that's long. I hope at least I'm somewhat fun and entertaining to listen to. It's always cathartic to listen to someone who's a performance coach say, yep, I totally screwed up. I screwed up 8 ways from Sunday, and it is my natural persistence and love of life and desire to come from a place of gratitude, this unending search for gratitude. And quite frankly, I could not be grateful until I realized what I need to be aware of and really grew my awareness, what in my life isn't working? How do I change it? What do I want? Right? This is the awareness pieces. Who am I? Who cares? Like, what am I here for? That's the being. And when you cultivate awareness, you learn more about yourself and your identity and just who you were born to be in this world. The choices come from alignment, and dilemmas, if they exist, they're way less, and in most cases they cease to exist. You just know what to do. So these little steps that you climb, the ABCs of personal performance. All right, so that's my story that I'm sharing today. I completely screwed up in my life. I've walked through the dirt, been slogged through the mud, in many cases dragged myself through drama that I created. And I don't want you to have to do that. So that's why I'm here to help. That's why I've created the Move Strong method. It's why Move Strong Mind is a performance coaching system that combines body, mind, heart, and soul. And you can use it at your free will, and I'll keep sharing the pieces of it. And if you need more help to really integrate it into your life and dive into those pieces deeply, that's what you hire a coach for. And that's why we're here. So, sending you big love today for listening to my share, and hope that you have a wonderful day. Mwah.